Hi, welcome to Christy's Sunrise. Today I'm going to share my recipe with you for pulled pork. And we will be putting this on the barbecue pit tomorrow, but this is the night before and we season it the night before. Okay, so I have my pork butt here. I'm not going to touch it right now because I'm going to do my seasoning and I don't want to get pork stuff in my seasonings. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and you're going to level them. You're going to pack them too. You need to pack, you see I'm packing it. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of paprika. Now the paprika, you gotta kind of be careful pouring it because it's hard to get level because the spoon doesn't fit in here. So we do our best to get 2 tablespoons of paprika. We need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. There's 1. 2 garlic powder. We need 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon, and 1½ teaspoons of black pepper. So I'm just going to do 3 halves then. I'm not switching. That's half, half, 3, that's 1½. Okay, so you can mix these spices up days before, let them marry. You gotta mix them up real good. I used to keep these spices mixed up in my kitchen cabinet because it seems like I was always barbecuing. I use this same seasoning on chicken and my brisket. All barbecue. Okay, so there's all the spices mixed up. So here's my pork butt. I have put a dash of mustard on it to help it stick to the ingredients, or the ingredients to stick to the butt. So get all mustard up. Okay, now I'm going to start putting the rub on it. I kind of pat it in. Get all the little nooks and crannies if you can. There's got few little nooks and crannies in here. Kind of get it all on there. And make sure you get the sides done. Can't forget about the sides. The seasonings smell really good. I know that's probably weird, but so I'm going to dip them in the pan here to get them on this side. Okay, so I have all the spices mixed together. They're rubbed on the pork butt. So I'm going to tell you how I wrap it. Got a pan. I have the cling-free saran wrap, whatever you want to call it. And I cut 2 pieces laying this way, and I am folding them over. Take my gloves off. Folding this side, folding this side. So now I'm going to be putting it in the refrigerator, and it's going to sit overnight, and I will see you in the morning when I fire up the barbecue pit. Have a good evening. Good morning. I am back, and we are going to be putting the pork shoulder butt on the pit. I just wanted to share with you everything from the beginning to the end. I have put charcoal in the pit, and I have put some lighter fluid on it, and we're going to let it soak for about 10 minutes. I wanted to show you the pit that we're using. I just want you to also know that you do not need a fancy pit like this to barbecue. I used to use a 55-gallon drum barbecue pit, and I'm planning on getting another one because I want to show people that you do not have to have a fancy pit to barbecue. I used to do briskets and chicken and steaks, which are just cooked over the charcoal. I prefer charcoal grill way over the gas grills. We've had gas grills. They rot out quickly. We have a Traeger now, and it needs some repairs, but my go-to is always the charcoal. So I put the charcoal in the pit. I squirted some lighter fluid. You don't want to saturate it, but you do want to make sure that you get enough on there. So I use matches to light it. I'm going to light it right now, and then we're going to let it sit. And then I'll get back to you when the coals are ready to show you what those look like. There we go. I usually throw a couple in there, because you want it, I mean, it'll spread all over, but okay. So we have the fire going, and I will be back shortly. Because you don't want any of these little wires to get in your food where you eat it, and then you can have big problems. So anyway, I'm cleaning it, going back this way. I'm going to put the butt on this side, so that's the side I'm really focused on. Now, a lot of times we'll throw sausage on with it, which goes on later because we boil the sausage first and then put it on the pit, and that would go over here. But for today, I'm just going to put the butt on. I'm going to walk you over here and let you see the coals. They're good. They're ready. And it is about a 6-pound butt. I'm going to cook it for about 6 hours. I do have a meat thermometer that I'm going to put into it, but I cooked for, I can't even tell you, many years, decades, without using a meat thermometer. We did take the butt out and let it sit out on the counter from the refrigerator to let it warm up a little bit. So I'm going to close the lid where the coals are right now. And then I'm going to put the butt on. And I'm going to place it over here. And you want fat side up. Kind of hard to see which the fat side is because of all of the seasonings, but I just kind of try not to get my fingers too dirty because I got to work the camera too. So, but anyway, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so here's the butt, and I'm just gonna set it right there and close the lid. And it's kind of high for me. It wasn't made for short people. And there we go. I do have a temperature gauge. I cooked many years without a temperature gauge, but anyway, we do have a temperature gauge, and I'll be checking that. My temperature goal is like, it'll go back and forth between like 275 and 325. It probably get up to 325. But as the coals burn down, and I will be, just to let you know kind of the roadmap, I will be checking the coals every 30 minutes, and then I'll add the coals as I need them, and you'll join me with that, just for one of the episodes that I add the coals. And then after it cooks for about 3 or 4 hours, I will wrap it. You can wrap it in foil. I'm going to put it in a metal pan and then I put foil over the metal pan. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure I don't lose the juices, because with the pulled pork, when you pull it, as you say, you want those juices that it cooked in to be incorporated. So I'll be back. Okay, it has been about 30 minutes or maybe 40. Our temperature is at 275. I'm going to move you over to the coals so you can see what those look like. There's the coals. So guess what? It's time to add some more. So moving you back so you could see how much I added. So check your pit every 30-45 minutes. And then add coals. As you can see, I didn't add tons of coals because if you add a whole lot of coals, it's going to get really, really hot. So I kind of keep it a little low. And then check it every 30-45 minutes. You'll know as you're cooking. And then I'll be back. I'm going to be back when I'm ready to wrap it, and that's when we'll meet again. So I'll be adding coals between now and then, but you don't need to see that on camera again. So I will see you when I wrap the butt. Have a good day. I'll be back. Yay! Okay, I'm back. The pork butt has been cooking for about 3.5 hours. The temperature was about 325. I normally don't like to cook it that high for a long period of time, but it kind of worked out that way today. So I'm going to wrap it. You can wrap it in heavy duty foil, and if you just use heavy duty foil, I would wrap it like twice. I'm going to put it in this pan. I buy these pans from probably Costco. This one probably came from Costco. Also, the restaurant store. The ones I purchase at those places seem to be a little more heavy duty than the ones that you would purchase like at H-E-B or something, your grocery store. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply put the little butt in here. The reason I'm using this pan is because it's going to catch all of the juices. And I'm going to fold it up like so, and I'm going to stick it back where it was. Okay, I'm going to close the lid. Now, I am a little on the frugal side, so what I'm going to add to the coals right now is going to be wood. You didn't get to see it. I want you to see it. So there is 2 pieces of oak wood. You can see it's very smoky. That's why I don't really like the wood. I don't like too much smoke on our meat. So that is cooking, and I'm going to cook it probably for another 3 hours, and I'm going to meet with you again. We're going to put the meat thermometer in it and see how it goes. Also, I didn't mention earlier, but if you have a smoke stack like ours, you want it about halfway open, is what I do. Now, I'm sure everybody's got their own opinion, and that is wonderful, and that's what makes us different. It makes the whole world go round. So this, I'm just sharing you with what I do. I brought it in. It cooked for about 7 hours at about 300, 375, higher than I probably normally would have cooked it at. But this is it. And if you could see it, I don't want to spill anything. There's a lot of juice in the bottom. So I'm going to check the temperature. Needs to be at least between 190, 200. Okay, it's at 2:04. So it's done. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to just cover it lightly. We're going to let it rest, for about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. And then we're going to pull it apart and I'll share that with you. I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. The butt has been sitting for about 30 minutes. That allows the juices to kind of all settle into the meat. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to start shredding. Now they have fancy forks, bigger than this, of course. I think they have like claw things that hook onto your hands. But anyway, this is how we do it. And I want to say a few things about pork. You need to make sure that pork is done completely. You do not eat pork. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? You do not eat pork medium well. It has to be cooked all the way. So, that's why I would recommend, and I know I said I've cooked many years without a thermometer, and it is true, I have, and nobody's died or gotten sick from my cooking that I know of. But anyway, this is what we bought. I'm sure we bought it off of Amazon, so it's what we use. There's lots of them out there. So I'm just pulling it, and I'm not going to sit here and do the whole thing, because I don't want to, I value your time. So I just want to do part of it for now. So you can see what it looks like. Get enough for see all the juices. I don't know, I'm going to tilt it in a second so you can see. These two big forks work fine. Of course, you can put some gloves on and stick your hands all in it. But you can see there's lots of juice in there. You can see that. Hopefully you can. And I have toasted buns. That's the only way you eat it. Toasted buns. Put some on the bun. I have not tasted this yet, so. Okay, you could put your favorite barbecue sauce on it. And I'll tell you a little trick about barbecue sauce. If you need to stretch it, or you could take your barbecue sauce, add some butter and a can of beer, and let it cook down. Let the beer cook down in it, and it is delicious. Okay, I am going to slice this in half. There it is. The bun's nice and soft, and I toasted in a buttery pan. Let's see how it tastes. Oh my gosh. Better than I thought. Oh. I want another bite, but I don't want to do that to you. It is very, very moist. You have all the juices in here. Toasted buns are good, I tell you. You can get those Hawaiian buns too. But I'm not going to eat this right now. I'm going to eat when I turn the camera off. But anyway, so there it is. I'll finish shredding it. There's the juices. Your recipe for pork shoulder. Ladies and gentlemen, If you like the video and you like what you see, and please try the recipe. I am going to ask you to give it a thumbs up if you like it. And I am going to ask you, if you do not mind, sharing my videos, sharing my cooking channel. It's doing way better than I had anticipated. And I'm very excited to continue on this journey. And I have so many more recipes to share with you. So many. I just can't even tell you how many. I can tell you how many. It's over 50 still that I have that I want to share off the top of my head. So enjoy your day. Again, thank you for joining me, and try this pulled pork.